What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys tuning in for another video. Hopefully you guys aren't new to the channel, but if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You know, we're really trying to grow the channel. We're pumping out 3 videos a week, and we want you guys to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. So definitely appreciate all you guys always tuning in, liking and commenting everything. I see you guys always in the comments, and I definitely appreciate that. You know, I try to go through every comment and reply to all you guys. So definitely appreciate all you guys there. I feel like the channel's all good bass fishing stuff. You know, the goal of the channel is to help you guys catch more bass, and that's kind of what we're going to talk about here today is, you know, a bait that kind of gets overlooked in the fall time of year. You know, this bait is very popular in the spring time of year, but it kind of gets overlooked, and I bet most anglers have overlooked this bait this fall, and you know, this is a bait that'll help you catch a lot of fish. So we're going to dive in and talk about all that good stuff. Let's just go. Let's just jump in and talk about it. All right, that bait's gonna be the good old rattle trap. If you guys have been following the channel, following all my pages, you see I've been talking about the rattle trap a lot here lately, just because it's such a great bait all year long, but it really gets its focus in the spring. You know, for years, me personally, you know, I'm guilty of it as well. Like, I always thought just the rattle trap is the springtime bait, you know, that cold water in the spring, you know, maybe around grass, something like that. That's when you pick up the trap. But this bait is just as deadly, if not more deadly, in the fall time of year. You know, as the lake levels start to drop down, the grass is probably at its highest point it's going to be throughout the year. But as that water starts to drop down, you know, you get exposed areas. It kind of congregates fish in the little bit deeper creek channels, and you can target those fish using this bait right here. You know, this works all the way in through the winter. You know, depending on your fishery, it may not have grass in it. It may just be all rock or gravel or whatever it may be. And, you know, a rattle trap is a great way to fish those shallow flats. You know, so for me around the Tennessee area, I'm thinking like Douglas Lake. It has a huge drawdown in the fall/winter. They'll draw it down 40 feet. And a lot of the lake will be real shallow flats with just a couple feet of water in it. And a rattle trap's a bait that you can take and cover a bunch of that water, those shallow flats, and just cast it and wind it, and you're gonna find those fish that are in that area feeding on the bait fish. And you know, obviously the profile of the rattle trap imitates those shad so well. So this is probably one of the most popular sizes. I mean, that's probably the most popular color ever, is just a chrome blue. You guys know I love purple. So there's kind of a purple chrome. I don't know what the exact name of that color is, but you know, this is the 1/2 ounce size, so it's a little bit bigger. But you know, especially in the fall, I like downsizing a little bit. And that's when I'll pick up this little guy. It's the 1/4 ounce rattle trap. So it's that smaller profile like that, and excellent way to imitate those smaller bait fish that they're feeding in on this time of year. And man, of course, you got treble hooks on there. It comes with pretty good treble hooks on there. You know, if I get around fish that are just kind of slapping it and you're missing them, I like to swap out these hooks for trocar round bends. Just get a little bit, you know, wider gap hook on there. You know, these ones are kind of pointed in. You know, the extra wide gap hooks like that, they point down. And I like to get some that kind of point out more. That way, if they're not really eating it the best, they slap at it, you still got a hook point that can catch them there. So the 1/4 ounce trap, I mean, that has caught so many bass over the years. There's no telling how many bass have been caught on that bait right there. And the fall time of year is an excellent time to do that. This is one I'm excited to play with, and that's the hammer trap in the 3/8 ounce size. So they have it in a 3/8 and a 5/8. Come on. Doesn't want to come out of there. The 5/8 is a little big for what I would do this time of year. Now, don't get me wrong, it can definitely still catch them, and it's a great bait. See, how does this happen? And how does your baits connect themselves inside the box like this. It's incredible. So the 5/8 size is a little, I mean, not a little bit. It's a good bit bigger than the 3/8 ounce size. So I really haven't thrown the 3/8 a whole lot. I caught some fish on this one and the other color hammer traps in the spring. I mean, you can see he's all chewed up. But it was always the 5/8 ounce size. I didn't really get to throw the 3/8. So I'm excited to try him this fall. I actually haven't, you know, thrown him much at all. So I'm excited to throw that little guy and just have a little bit different action. You know, the cool thing about the hammer trap is it has more of a shimmy on the fall than the standard rattle trap. So you're able to, you know, kind of yo-yo this bait more so. The rattle trap is more of just kind of a slow and steady retrieve, fast retrieve, but more of a steady retrieve than yo-yoing or snapping like you do with the hammer trap. So that's one I'm excited to try this fall. But like I said, any sort of bait like this, it's an excellent way to just cover water. You just cast it, you wind it, fish any type of cover, rock, gravel, grass, you're gonna catch bass on a rattle trap this time of year. Now, as far as color choice, like I said, I always want to be imitating shad this time of year. So you want to kind of match it to the shad in your area. You know, I really don't like throwing crawfish colors in the fall. Typically, the bass are going to be following that real small bait fish. So you're wanting to throw shad colors. You know, you can throw some, if you got real clear water, you can throw some translucent colors like him right there. You know, he's kind of see-through. You got some, I mean, there's just a mess. Just a total mess. I picked one up and they all came with it. So I said we don't like the crawfish colors in the fall, so get him back in there. But that's purple nurple. That'd be a cool one to try. Wonder if I got any of him in the 3/8. I might. But this is one I was looking at. This is the one I was trying to get in there. It's kind of a matte finish. So that's kind of a unique color. You could throw him in pretty clean water. He's not going to flash very much. He's a matte color. He's even like almost rough feeling, not smooth like some of the other baits. So, you know, that's a pretty unique bait that you can throw around this time of year and catch you some more bass. So shad colors for sure. But pick yourself up a rattle trap, go out to the lake. If there's grass in the lake, you want to be around the grass. You know, typically in the fall time of year, the bass love being in the grass. So if there's grass in the lake, find some grass, get on like the outside edge or a little depression, pick yourself up a rattle trap and keep it on top of that grass, and you're going to catch some fish. If there's no grass in your lake, get to the back of a creek or a back of a cove, a pocket where it starts flattening out. There's got to be bait fish around, but start fishing that flat stuff on the back, and you can just cast him, wind him, bounce him off any stick, stump, rock out there, and you're going to catch some fish. So just felt like I wanted to bring this to you guys. This is a very overlooked bait in the fall. Don't overlook it this year. Get out there on the water, try a rattle trap style bait, and it'll help you catch a few more bass this fall. So appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, leave me those likes and comments down below. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys next time.